Hi Scorpio, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your August Love TarotScope. But first I want to call in some good energy to surround this reading, create some sacred space. Okay, and I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for commenting, and for those of you who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. So this month we have a full moon in Aquarius on August 7th and a new moon in Leo on August 21st. The full moon represents a closure or culmination. It's a time of releasing whatever's no longer serving you. It could also mean a time where information surfaces. So eclipses sometimes eclipse certain things from our lives, but that's always a good thing because it's taking away what you don't need. So if something gets eclipsed from your life during this month of August, it's preparing you for a new beginning in a better direction. And for you, the houses that are affected are 4 and 10. So you have the full moon in your 4th house and the new moon in Leo in your 10th house, which is the house of career and status. So the 4th house can represent your home, but it also represents like childhood patterns or childhood energy. So if you have any issues from the past, this is a good time to bring them up and release them. So anything that that's holding you back, any blockages from the past that are holding you back and preventing you from succeeding in your career, which is the 10th house, this is a good time to do that type of work, to go back to the past, especially since Mercury is retrograding in the middle of August on the 12th, and it will go direct in September 5th. So it's a good time to revisit the past, revisit and rework and make things better. Then when you have the new moon in Leo, you've got all these planets in Leo in the 10th house. Sun, Moon, Mars, the North Node. That is powerful energy for your career. So you could have a new beginning or where you're finally going to get recognition for your special talents. I feel like, because Leo is about, look at me, it's look at me energy. It's like, this is what I bring to the table. I have talent and I want recognition. And you are going to get that in August after this new moon eclipse. It's almost like a rebirth. It could be like a rebirth for you. And you have Uranus going in your 6th house. So there could be some surprise developments in work. Also surprise developments in health. Where you suddenly take on, maybe you're trying some unique technique that's going to help and heal you. Some opportunity from out of the blue. Uranus always represents opportunity, unexpected, something cutting edge. So you could be involved in technology, in some cutting edge technology that's going to bring you career success. You could also try out some cutting edge technology that's going to help you heal some of these patterns. So it looks like an exciting time for you. Just be prepared with Uranus. You never know what to expect. Whatever you think is going to happen may not happen. But I think it's going to be positive. So let's see what the cards say. What does Scorpio need to know about love and life? Love and relationships for the month of August. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of August? Okay. 3 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. The Ace of Swords. The 7 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Death card, the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Strength card. So, the Three of Swords, you're definitely going to be cutting away what's no longer serving you in August. The Three of Swords can sometimes bring heartache because you don't like letting go of things. You like to hold on to things. You have the Four of Pentacles here. But you're really concerned about security. And you may have to you might have to cut away certain things that have been blocking you, or release some sorrow that's been holding you back, that's been weighing you down. With the Four of Pentacles, this is a card of control. You may, a lot of times Scorpios can be a little bit controlling. You want to control the outcome. So you have to learn how to go with the flow at times. You can't control every aspect of your life. This is also a card of financial security, holding on to money, holding on to things, people. You might, sometimes in a relationship, if you try to hold on too tightly to someone, you wind up pushing them away. Or if you have a goal and you try to hold on too tightly, where you become rigid, you wind up, instead of achieving a goal, you're pushing it away because you're not willing to be flexible. So you have to learn how to be a little bit flexible in the month of August. In the past, you have this Four of Cups. So you've been feeling bored in a situation, whether it's a relationship or career. You're feeling bored and underappreciated. So you're feeling like the people around you don't value you. You're feeling like, it's the same old, same old. I want to grow. I want to change. I want things to change. I want some excitement in my life. And something gets offered to you, but you're really not sure if you want it. So there could be a relationship that there's someone interested in you and you're just not interested. This is not my type. It's not the person I want. Or in a career situation, they might be offering you some type of position, but it's not really what you want to do. So even though you're not happy in your present situation, you're not really ready to change it. You're not that miserable that you're ready to upset the apple cart. You just want something that's going to give you more meaning, that's going to make you feel more valued, and something that's going to bring in some more money. So you've kind of been in a holding pattern. The Ace of Swords is related to warrior energy. So you might have to fight for your rights in August. Or you have been. Actually, this is a past. This represents the past. So you have been stirred up by some incident that might have hurt your feelings in some way. Where you feel injured or you feel hurt. Someone has caused you to take action. So with the Ace of Swords, that's like you've been activated, where you're going to fight for what you want, and you're not going to just lay down and die and let someone walk over you. You're going to fight for what you believe in. This is the card of, initiative, new ways of thinking. Aces are always new beginnings. So you may have a new way of looking at your problem, and you might have decided, okay, I'm going to take action. I'm tired of putting up with being neglected, being treated poorly, or being undervalued, underappreciated. I'm going to take action. Coming in the future, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords can represent deception, or someone not being honest with you, not telling you everything. So there could be a situation where you feel that someone's trying to steal from you, or take something that belongs to you, maybe take credit for the work that you do, or if you're in a relationship, someone might be trying to take a person away, like steal your romantic partner or your mate, and you want to be cautious about that. There's the Queen of Cups in the future. You want to make sure that the people that you're dealing with are really on your side, because I feel like this Queen could present one face to you, but really they talk behind your back. So it's like someone in your environment is could be being two-faced. Like they say one thing to your face, but then behind your back they're complaining about you, or they're trying to steal something from you. So you want to be careful who you trust in August. Don't tell, Scorpios are not, usually they're very secretive, and you usually keep your plans close to your chest. You don't really tell people what's going on with you. You're very private. So keep that up and follow your intuition. If you feel like, I don't know why I don't trust this person, but I just have a feeling about this person, go with that feeling. Not to put fear into this reading. I don't think you should fear anything, but just trust your gut. in the month of August, because there could be some deception around something that's important, a relationship or a career path that's important. And there could be, on the other hand, the Queen of Cups also represents a water sign. So you could be dealing with a water sign who is not always honest. That could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So you want to be careful who you trust, because I'm feeling like a dishonest energy. On the other hand, it could also mean that you have plans that you need to keep secret. Like if you're trying to get out of a relationship, or if you're planning on looking for a new job, maybe you just can't tell people what you're up to right now. You want to keep your plans under the radar, because you don't want to call attention to what you're trying to do. Because this is the card of the sneak card, the covert action. With the death card here, you're going through a process of transformation. This doesn't mean physical death, so don't worry about that, but you know this. The death card represents clearing out the old and preparing for the new. It's about, you're changing on deep levels. And some of the things that once were meaningful to you are no longer meaningful. And so you need to release whatever's no longer serving you. This is a theme that I'm seeing in all these readings at this time. So I feel like this. We're going through this as a global community where we need to release whatever's no longer working and prepare for the new. There's new energy coming with this eclipse where you can really get on the right path. But before you can do that, you have to cut away whatever's not working, whatever doesn't really serve you, whatever isn't part of your authentic self. If you're doing something that doesn't feel like it's you, like it's who you are and what you need to release it, even though it may feel painful because you get attached to people and places and things and you don't want to let go. But you may have to, so that you could bring in a better situation into your life. Here you have the King of Swords in your environment. So this could be a person that you're dealing with. It could be an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it could also just mean, if it's not this actual zodiac sign, the personality of the King of Swords is someone who is very, very kind of severe energy. An older authority figure who you feel might be being a little bit too hard on you. You feel like someone is really demanding a lot from you, and you feel it's hard for you to fulfill those demands. You feel like they're making unreasonable demands, and they seem to lack compassion. It also is a card of where you need to separate what's real from what's not real when you're making decisions. You need to really look at your life and say, okay, do I really need this in my life? Do I need this person? Do I need this relationship? Do I need this job? Or this, whatever it is that you're holding on to, make sure it serves you. Make sure it expresses who you really are, that it has some meaning in your life. Don't hold on to something just for the sake of holding on. Like if you're holding on to a relationship because you don't want to be alone, or if you're holding on to a job because you think there's nothing else better out there. You need to at least start looking for other options so that you can release what's no longer serving. And this means going through your life and really being realistic about what's working and what's not working. And not being afraid to let go. Not being afraid to cut away. Now sometimes the Three of Swords comes up when you need to have a minor operation. So it could be that you're going through some kind of health situation where you need to just cut something out. But that's going to lead to better health down the road. Not to worry you about, it's not going to be major. But, it could be a cutting away in that sense, that you're having some kind of minor operation where something needs to be cut. Just let me see what... You're definitely, yeah, especially with the 6th house being activated. That's the house of health. So you're cutting away something that might be interfering with your health for some of you, not all. Sometimes some of it may play out in employment, where you might be sacrificing too much and you need to cut back on that. You might be working too hard. And some of you, it might be a physical problem where you need to just cut something. You might have to have a minor operation to bring yourself back into health. There might be something hidden that's hard to be seen, and it just needs to come out. Page of Cups in your wish fulfillment sector. This is a card of, it could mean a birth, if you're wanting to have children. But it could also mean dealing with a child or a person who's very sensitive, very naive, very romantic. So you could be in a new relationship. You could meet someone who is a little bit very artistic and very very sensitive. So you have to be careful how you speak to people. If you're meeting with someone, if you're starting a relationship, you want to choose your words carefully. You don't want to hurt the person's feelings. They might be very sensitive at this time. This could also mean a message of love. So you could be receiving a message of love from someone, or you could be wanting to share your love with someone and let someone know how important they are to you. With the Strength card as an outcome, this is also, it's a card that's telling you need to exercise self-control during the month of August, because there may be some things that come up, some psychological issues that might push your buttons, and you don't want to overreact. You don't want to become overly emotional, go to extremes of emotion, either extremes of sadness or extremes of anger. You want to balance. That's a card of of balancing, taming the beast within, because we all have a reactive side. You know, someone pushes your buttons and you want to respond, you know, with force or anger. You want to avoid doing that. Or you could be dealing with someone who has problems with anger. So if it's not yourself, if it's not your own anger and your own emotional state that you're dealing with, then you could be dealing with someone who has a problem with anger or mood swings. And you could then, I think, counseling would be very beneficial in this instance. So if you're in a couple, you could go for couples counseling, and I think that would be very helpful. If not, if it's not a relationship issue, then maybe it's your own issue where you're dealing with psychological issues that you need to talk to someone about. But it will free you to be who you are. When you can release these psychological blocks, it will bring new energy into your life, and it will help you to be more successful. And I feel like that may be part of what you're going through in August, that you're dealing with childhood issues or things from the past that need to be released, psychological blocks from the past, or how we self-sabotage ourselves. You know, a lot of times we have behavior that we think we're trying to do one thing, but really what we're doing is sabotaging ourselves because of some hidden psychological block. So August is a good time to delve into that and find out what's blocking you and get the counseling or the therapy that you need to release that so you could live a healthier life. So whether it's a physical operation or a psychological operation, you can have much success in that area, and it will help you to have healthier relationships in your life, both in your romantic life and in your professional life. It will bring in new opportunities. When you start to feel better about yourself and you start to feel healthier, you will have a different attitude on life. You will be more loving and more open, and you will attract that love in return. So I feel like this is going to be a healing month for you, an opportunity for deep healing and a new beginning or a new way of life. Maybe you have a new health plan or a new exercise plan. Whatever it is, it's going to bring in fresh energy, and it's going to give you the strength to really excel. You have major changes. It's with the new moon in your 10th house, you have the potential to make great strides in your career and in the way you're seen in the world, your status. So whether that means getting married, because that could be a status change, or getting a new job or promotion, things are coming, good things are coming your way. But before you can achieve that, before you can benefit by all those changes, you have to release whatever's not serving you and cut away whatever's blocking you. And I think you can do that with some type of counseling or health advice. So that's my message for August. I hope this reading was a help to you, Scorpio, and I wish you much luck, love, and health for the month of August, and I will talk to you again in September. Okay, bye now.